Video editing has been mushrooming over the past couple of years, and you might be wondering what is your best option for Mac for video editing. In this video, we will cover 3 of the hottest, fastest growing video editing tools available, and some of them are completely free. We'll look at beginner-friendly options and ways in which you can expand to more advanced capabilities later on. So let's jump in. Start with tool number 1, CapCut. Super easy. First, the video editor that many of you might associate with TikTok and short-form content making. However, things have changed a lot. First of all, CapCut is a downloadable piece of software that you can actually get from their website. You can also try it online. They've got an online editor as well, but you can download it for your Mac, and it's now a very powerful editor. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm fairly new to CapCut myself, but I can tell you that it is super easy to get your head around quickly. Let me show you a few things you can do with it. Okay, first of all, let's go into new project here. I can drag and drop these video files onto the timeline and boom, look at that. There's a video of me and a video of Isabella. And I can actually get rid of all these onboarding things and get into doing some basic edits. First of all, I can scrub along the timeline and actually see what I'm saying and what I'm talking about and how I'm reacting. Now you'll notice there's actually 2 speakers here, so we need a separate track. Let's drag and drop that onto another track. And now we have Isabella and Mike, and I can zoom in by using this zoom bar right here and actually see how my video aligns. I line up the audio and I can easily see the audio is there on both tracks. And now I can go ahead and choose a track. So I can go here and I can actually make some edits. Look, here's the split tool, or it's Command B on my Mac, and boom, I've made a split here. And I can also go ahead, I can move my playhead maybe along here, make another split and then another split like that. And then we can cut out at various different points. Now notice it jumps in time. So it's doing like what's known as a ripple edit. If I want, I can then go back to my edit and choose to edit it exactly the same places on Isabella's video, like so. And then with this clip, I can right click it and I can do a number of different things to it. I could deactivate the clip and now we can see the swap close up in 4K. And you can see it cuts between Isabella and myself. Although I did it the wrong way around, you kind of get the idea how this would work. Let's actually reactivate the clip and we'll go ahead and choose to use the V shortcut to deactivate now. Close up in 4K. And look at that. It's absolutely fantastic. Now I can select both clips and I can actually trim them in like this so that we get Isabella speaking sooner. Close up in 4K. Absolutely perfect. Now the best thing is we've got effects inside CapCut, so we can actually go over here and do some video effects like a camera shake. I can just apply this to Isabella's video and it's actually shaking her camera. Now her camera might already seem shaky, so let's go to another point here. Let's go to me speaking. Let's go for color confetti, for instance. Isabella, do you want to give us an even bigger close? It's really cool. It does loads of really cool effects. And also it's got a feature called auto captions, which is really quite handy, but it is included in the Pro plan, so you can't do that for free. Now, pricing wise, you can absolutely get started for free. As you can see there, quite a lot is already included on the standard plan. But if you want to upgrade and get those AI features such as auto captioning and more advanced editing techniques and tools, it's going to cost you $19.99 a month or $179 a year. The free version is great for casual editors and complete beginners who are just starting in video editing and are just a little bit curious. Now, before we head to the next tool, a quick check. Have you subscribed yet? I release videos like this one weekly and aim to help you as a creator with some useful tips. Hit subscribe now. And if you're a subscriber already, thank you. It means so much to me to have you there. You are truly the best. Thanks. Tool number 2 is Riverside. Now, this may come as no surprise as I've been a product evangelist for Riverside since last year. It's a great tool with impressive features and very beginner friendly. Let's actually take a look at this. You'll see I've got the same tracks, Isabella and myself, inside the Riverside editor. Not only this, I actually recorded these tracks inside Riverside. So it's not just a video editor, it can actually record your stuff too. When you're finished with the recording, you get this beautiful edit button, which I'll click. The first thing is we've got text-based editing.
I really love it. And
now you'll notice that Isabella's audio is not the best, but we can fix that with AI tools over here. First of all, we've got this beautiful studio quality in Magic Audio. If I hit apply right here, it'll add magic audio to both tracks and I can choose how much. So Isabella might get 79% of magic audio. I might put something a little bit less for my track as I've got a condenser microphone right in front of me. It will apply the magic audio and sound fantastic in one click. While it's doing that, I'm also going to go ahead and remove some pauses from my edits and also remove filler words. Notice how it's making cuts here on the timeline, which is still there if you like a video editing timeline. You can work right down here with the audio files. But I prefer to use text-based editing because I can just select words and delete them. Okay, Isabella's been improved. Let's listen.
I really love it. And
That's insane. Let me switch off Magic Audio for a moment and listen to the original audio without enhancement.
I really love it.
Lots of background noise and a terrible iPhone microphone. Let's switch it back on and let's look at something else you can do. You can easily change layouts. Now, first of all, you'll see that we're positioned in different areas. This is not maybe the best, but I can actually choose between, say, having a grid layout or a split screen layout. Look at this, or a picture in picture like so. And because Isabella isn't completely centralized, I can double click and I can move around her video like this so she fits the center of the frame. It's really, really cool. Now, another cool thing is I can place scenes on right here, and I can choose who's showing on the scene by dropping down and selecting Isabella, and boom, it swaps me into the picture-in-picture and keeps Isabella main screen. Again, I can double-click myself, move myself into the center of the frame on the picture-in-picture, and it's fantastic. Notice the video is also a little lower quality. Well, that's because all your video files are inside Riverside Cloud, and it's rendering it to you really fast. But don't worry, when you've finished and you click the share button and you actually export the video, you can export in up to 4K. Another cool thing is I can generate AI B-roll for this video. So I can select Google's VO3 and say maybe rotating iPhone and click generate to create that AI B-roll. And then click to the word that says iPhone here. Click that generated B-roll, which is then inserted, maximize it, and then trim it down. And now we've got an AI-generated iPhone.
That iPhone allows you to do that, which is an amazing...
And that's right at the point that I needed it. Pretty cool. Now, pricing-wise, Riverside comes in at $29 a month, and you get a 20% discount when paying for an annual plan. It stands out from the other options as it's designed to be an all-in-one platform that lets you record, edit, and publish in one place. So if you're looking for an option to keep things simple, this might be a great idea. It may turn out to be the most cost-effective too, as it essentially replaces all other tools that you may already be using. Riverside really stands out when it comes to editing conversational content like webinars, podcasts, and live streams, as it understands your content through transcripts, as we've seen there with the text-based editing, which makes editing super easy and efficient. Now, if Riverside sounds like a great option for you, the team have been awesome to share a coupon code with you, my audience. Simply use MRC at checkout and enjoy 20% off any plan. Now, the third and final tool is DaVinci Resolve. This has been one of the fastest growing competitors to popular tools such as Adobe Premiere. And for good reason. The standard version is completely free, and that alone appeals to many people. Now, if you want to upgrade to the latest and greatest DaVinci Resolve Studio, you can do so. It's got so many cool effects and AI baked in as well, and it comes in at just $295. And it appeals to many who don't want to be locked into a monthly plan. Let me show you how to make some basic edits inside DaVinci Resolve. Now, as you'll see here, we've got it loaded up, and this is not for the faint of heart, but don't worry, I've imported my two videos here by dragging and dropping them. They essentially want you to go from left to right here, from media right the way through to deliver, and you can do a lot in between. So now I've got my media imported, let's go to the cutting section. First of all, I'll drag and drop myself onto a video track, and then I'll drag and drop Isabella as well. Here she is on a separate track. Now I'll just drag that in, and you can see it doesn't ripple edit, so I can actually show me first. Let's go. Now, notice there was a little bit of an intro there, so I can actually trim that in, and you can actually hear the scrub as I do that and watch the frames change. This is definitely for the pros. There we go. Now I'm at the start. Let's scrub back and play. This is what 4K can really look like, and it's awesome. and there's Isabella. So you can see it cuts between both of us. It's really, really good. Now that's basic cutting, but you can go into editing and then you can fine tune the audio. So look here, I might want to say make a slice around here on Isabella's audio with the razor blade tool. We'll just cut there and we'll cut there. For some reason, it's doubled up the audio on both tracks, but not a problem. I can now simply select the audio that shouldn't be there, unlink the clip, and delete the duplicated audio. It's as easy as that. DaVinci Resolve is also well known for color grading. It's kind of first in class. Look at all these graphs. I wish I was a great color grader, but instead I'm just going to play around and move the dials in a certain direction, trying to change Isabella to look a little bit better, and probably I'm going to end up making her look a lot worse. But you can see how you can do this and color grade your video, and if you really know what you're doing, you can get some pretty awesome results. Finally, audio is definitely where I sit, and I can click on this track and go ahead and add some audio effects to both tracks. So you'll see here in effects, we can add things like delays, we can add EQ, and we can add things like dynamics for compression. Now remember, other editors such as CapCut and Riverside do that stuff automatically for you, but if you want to dial in your audio and you know exactly what you're doing, then DaVinci Resolve will allow you to do it. And finally, when you've finished all your edits, it's time to go to deliver, where you've got so many different presets and settings here. This is way more complex than Riverside and even CapCut, but take a look over here. I can scroll over and look, it's got a YouTube preset. So if I'm exporting to 10p, I can just click it, or I can click the drop down and go to 2160 if I want 4K, give it a name, Mike and Is, like so, and then it's ready to add to the render queue, and we'll get an MP4 video at the end of it. So there you go. I'm curious to know what editor you're using and why. Let me know in the comments down below. And YouTube is showing you a couple of videos that you should watch next. I'll see you there. Thanks.